Hello, everybody out there. Okay, I was gonna make a post the previous night, but I was very tired. Now we got that out of the way. This is what I've been messing around with. My initial plans were to try to find out what port numbers or processes are listening, or should I say, what ports are actually actively listening. And I went down a rabbit hole. So, from this point on, I am going to be breaking things down a little bit. Uh, I'm gonna just mess around with what works for me, or at least what I've experimented with and I can see that works. Anybody who works with networks, either on a Windows machine or on a Linux machine, and very likely a Mac, knows about netstat. It's used by a lot of system administrators, specifically to get information about their network connections. So this is a tablet that I have this running on my network, and it's going to be blown out, so I don't really care too much what the information is going to be showing you. But here we go. We're just going to start off with netstat and be prepared to be amazed. I like this because, yes, it gives you a lot of information, but if we go all the way back up to the top here, it breaks it down nicely. So you get your protocol, you receive, your sends, you got your local address, you got your foreign address, and it tells you the state or condition. These are established connections. You got your gateway and all that. Since I'm streaming through here, you got your Unix protocols without a server. They're streaming, they're connected. These are the inodes. These are the paths that they're working through. Awesome, right? Now, active Bluetooth. You see, that information's there, or should I say lack of? Not a worry. Now, we could also experiment a little bit more just to view the processes that are listening for connections. So we could do something like netstats again, but this time we'll do dash tulpen, and each one of these letters has a meaning, and depending on whether I feel the need to actually go into over the deep end on this, I'll explain. Because right here we're looking at, I know that the T could stand for displaying your connection, whether it's TCP or UDP. I believe this is just going to be showing me the TCP, but it could also mean that I'm also asking you to do a tree. Uh, Not sure yet. I'm assuming that the U is for UDP, but then you have your L for listening sockets, and you have P to display your process ID or the program name, and N is normally for like a numerical data, for the numerical address. So let's, with that covered, let's take a look at what it's going to look like. And that's miraculous. Let me see if I'm actually on this now. Okay, there we go. Okay, let's get over here. Let's see. You know what? Clear, because there's a lot of information. There, we'll try it now. As you can see, it's not as much information as all that together, but here we go. You got your protocol, TCP, you have your UDPs, they're mentioned there. You have inodes going on here. You got your receiving queue, you got your sends, you got your program IDs. That should show up here somewhere. But you have your local address. Okay, here we go. There they are. Foreign address. State, these are actively listening. Users, that's the connection right there. Okay, so inode basically is going to show underneath. And these, I'm assuming, are the PIDs or process IDs. Not too sure. It's a little confusing because this thing doesn't stretch out. Hold on, let me see if I can make it a little clearer here. Here we go. Okay, the program IDs aren't showing, at least not here, but these are the ones that are actively listening. Now, if we want to go a little bit further down this rabbit hole, we also have a similar netstat, which is atupen. So it's similar, but it looks at all current network connections instead of for what's we're looking at just listening connections. So if we pull this up here and A2, get that L out, atupen, and we try this. Oh boy, look at that. UDP6, UDP. Let's go all the way to the top so we can see what these are supposed to be. Program IDs, you see, we actually do have a couple of program IDs because I am using TeamViewer, so there's the ID and the identification of the program. If I was going to run something else, let's say, let me open up another application. Let's see. Let me pull something else up. Maps, just for the hell of it. Let's see what happens. We got this. Now, if we clear all this and then run the atupen again, now if we look, now we have information for a different process ID, not just that. It's only one program, but still, it's an established connection, and check it out. There it is. Now, we can close this out for now, and we could try to do something to view only the established connections. So pretty much it's going to be the atupen, and we're just going to pipe no space, and then grep no space, and we are going to put in big capital letters established, and then hit enter. And check that out. You got IDs, sends and receives, foreign, domestic. There we go. If we want to do anything else here, let's just bring up something else. Something that actually affects. You know what? Let's go to the internet and bring up Firefox, and we'll try. Let's go to Reddit. Now, let's minimize. Yeah, my son's getting a little impatient here, so I'll speed it up. So, if we pull up that same thing for establish and see what else shows up. Now all of a sudden we got Firefox. We see our established connections there. These are the inodes. You got the process IDs, and you notice Firefox has a lot of stuff going on here. Now, what else can I bring you here that's actually pretty interesting? That's messing around with netstat. We can bring up a table listing all the configured network interfaces, and we can do that with something pretty basic. We'll go with netstat I, not capital I, lowercase. There you go. That's pretty straightforward. And just so that way we can also see, check the listening ports and applications with netstat. There's another option that you can do. We pretty much already did it with these others, but it's slightly different. So let's clear this out first, and then we're going to do netstat dash pan, and there you go. It's nice and clean, but it's a lot of information. You got your protocols, your receives, your sends, your local address, your foreign address. These states are listening. These are established states in Firefox and TeamViewer. I don't really have that many other applications running in here, but you get the general idea. You got your active Unix domain sockets. They're also there. They give you the paths. Tells you that they're connected, not connected, whatever the deal is. And we could probably go all the way down and see if we even have the Bluetooth connections, which we do not have anything in Bluetooth connected at the moment, but if we did, it would be all the way down here. Yeah, exactly, kiddo. See, it would be right here. And with that, that's pretty much all I really have on netstat. If you don't have access to netstat, you're probably going to have to download and install NetTools. On this system, I do not have NetTools installed. If I do, I got to double check that. But I do know that some of the NetTools work and some don't. That'll be in another video. So with that, I am going to let you go.